Welcome to mathematics class, matrices part 5. Today we are going to learn transpose of a matrix, matrika vyatiyam, symmetric matrix, Saustava matrika, skew symmetric matrix, Vakra Saustava matrika, and some problems based on these concepts. Transpose of a matrix, matrika vyatiyam. So one of the important concepts in this chapter, transpose of matrix, matrika vyatyayamu. If A is equal to Aij of order m by n, then the matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of A is called transpose of A. Transpose of A is denoted by A dash or A power T. A అనేది Aij m by n తరగతి మాత్రిక అయితే అందులోనే అడ్డు వరుసలు నిలువు వరుసలను పరస్పరం మార్చగా ఏర్పడిన మాత్రికను ఏ యొక్క వ్యత్యయ మాత్రిక అంటాం. దీన్ని ఏ డాష్ లేదా ఏ పవర్ టీతో సూచిస్తాం. ఇంకో విధంగా చెప్పాలంటే ఏ అనేది ఏఐజే ఎం బై ఎన్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ అయితే దాని వ్యత్యయ మాత్రిక ఏ డాష్ ఏజేఐ ఎన్ బై ఎం మాత్రిక అవుతుంది. ఏలో అడ్డు వరుసలు నిలువు వరుసలుగా మారుతాయి, నిలువు వరుసలు అడ్డు వరుసలుగా మారుతాయి వ్యత్యయ మాత్రికలు. సో ఎం బై ఎన్ ఏమవుతుంది, ఎన్ బై ఎం అవుతుంది. ఏఐజే ఏజేఐ అవుతుంది. సో ఇది ఒక మాత్రికలోని అడ్డు వరుసలు నిలువు వరుసలను పరస్పరం మార్చగా ఏర్పడే మాత్రికను మాత్రికా వ్యత్యయం, ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ అంటారు. మ్యాట్రిక్స్ obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of a given matrix is called transpose of that matrix. Interchanging rows and columns, అడ్డు వరుసలు నిలువు వరుసలను పరస్పరం మార్చగా ఏర్పడే మాత్రిక. And properties, look at the properties of transpose of matrices. మాత్రికల వ్యత్యయ ధర్మాలను కొన్నిటిని పరిశీలించండి. Let us observe the first one. A double dash is equal to A. అంటే A అనే మాత్రికను 2 సార్లు వ్యత్యయం చేస్తే మళ్ళీ తిరిగి A అనే మాత్రికే వస్తుంది. If you transpose a matrix 2 times, you will get the original matrix, that is A double transpose is equal to A itself. The second property, K A whole transpose is equal to K into A transpose, where K is a scalar. K అనేది ఒక సంఖ్య అయినప్పుడు KA మొత్తానికి ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ ఏమవుతుందంటే K ఇంటూ A ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ అవుతుంది. థర్డ్ ప్రాపర్టీ, A ప్లస్ B హోల్ ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు A transpose plus B transpose. And fourth one, A into B whole transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. Just look at the fourth property. The order changes. AB whole transpose is equal to B transpose A transpose. B comes first and A next. ఇది గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. ఏబి అంటే ఏ డాష్ బి డాష్ కాదు. ఇక్కడ ఏబి ఏమవుతుందంటే బి డాష్ ఏ డాష్ అవుతుంది. ఏబి ఓల్ డాష్ బి డాష్ ఏ డాష్. సో దిస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు observe and remember. So these four are the properties of transpose of matrices. మాత్రికా వ్యత్యయ ధర్మాలు ఇవి. The next symmetric matrix. సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక. A square matrix A is said to be symmetric if A transpose is equal to A. ఏ వ్యత్యయము ఏ మాత్రికకు సమానం అయినప్పుడు ఏ డాష్ ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏ అయితే ఆ ఏ అనే మాత్రికను సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక అంటాం. ఒక చతురస్ర మాత్రిక ఏలో ఏ డాష్ ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏ అయినప్పుడు దాన్ని సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక అంటాం. ద నెక్స్ట్ స్క్యూ సిమెట్రిక్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్. వక్ర సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక. It is a symmetric but different type of symmetric matrix. వక్ర సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక. సౌష్టవంలో ఇది మరొక రకం. If A is a square matrix, is said to be symmetric if A dash is equal to minus A. If A dash is equal to A, it is symmetric. If A dash is equal to minus A, it is skew symmetric. A dash minus A కు సమానమైతే దాన్ని వక్ర సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక అంటాం. అలాంటి చతురస్ర మాత్రికను వక్ర సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక అంటాం. Now let us practice some problems in the exercise 3C. Now let us practice some problems. So in 3C, first problem, if A is equal to 2, 0, 1, if A is equal to 2, 0, 1, minus 1, 1, 5, minus 1, 1, 5, and B is equal to minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, minus 2. Then find AB, then find A, B dash, whole dash. Then find A, B dash, whole dash. Find A, B dash, whole dash. So here we have to find B dash, then multiply A, B dash, then after find the whole dash. So first we have to find B dash. So B is given. Now B dash, that is B transpose. What is transpose? Interchange the rows into columns. So change the rows into columns in B. Minus 1, 1, 0 is a row in B. I am changing it as column. So minus 1, 1, 0. Changing the row into column. And second row also 0, 1, minus 2. So 0, 1, minus 2. So this is called B transpose. Interchanging rows into columns. So now we have to multiply these two. So what is the order? This is 3 by 3 rows, 2 columns. Here this is 2 rows, 3 columns. So the rows columns also changes. 2 by 3 matrix becomes 3 by 2. So now we have to multiply A with B dash. A, B dash, the product of these two. What is A? 201 minus 115 minus 115. So multiply this. This is 2 by 3 matrix with B dash, that is minus 1 0 1 1 0 minus 2. So this is B dash. This is 3 by 2. Here condition is satisfied. Number of columns in first matrix should be equal to number of rows in second matrix. Then multiplication is possible. Now, how do you multiply? Taking the rows in first matrix and columns in second matrix. So R1, R2, 2 rows are there. Here C1 and C2, 2 columns are there. Now multiply rows with columns. R1 with C1. 201 into minus 110. 2 into minus 1 minus 2. 0 into 1 0. 1 into 0 0. So this is R1 into C1. R1 into C2. First number 2 into 0 0. 0 into 1 0. 1 into minus 2 minus 2. Next, taking second row, multiply with C1. Minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. 1 into 1 1. 5 into 0 0. Minus R2 into C2. Minus 1 into 0 0. 1 into 1 1. 5 into minus 2 minus 10. So this is A, B dash, multiplication, and simplifying. This is minus 2. This is also minus 2. This is 2. 10 minus 1. 1 minus 10 minus 9. So this is A, B dash. A, B dash, minus 2 minus 2, 2 9. Now we have to find its whole dash. A, B dash, whole dash. A, B transport, whole transport. దీనికి వ్యత్యయము అంటే మళ్ళీ కన్వర్ట్ రోస్ ఇంటూ కాలమ్స్. అడ్డు వరుసలు నిలువు వరుసలుగా మారిస్తే వ్యత్యయం వస్తుంది. డాష్ అంటే వ్యత్యయం. ట్రాన్స్పోజ్. సో interchanging the rows into columns. So minus 2 will become column. Minus 2 minus 2. 2 minus 9 second column. 2 minus 9. So this is AB dash whole dash. So this is the first problem. Now let us take up one more problem from the textbook. Third problem. If A is equal to, if A is equal to 2 minus 4, 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3, minus 5, 3 is a square matrix, then find A plus A dash. Then find A plus A dash, A plus A transpose, and A into A transpose. A into A dash. This is third problem. Let us find first A plus A transpose. A plus A transpose. 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3. This is A plus A transpose. Convert the rows into columns, interchange. 2 minus 4 will become column. 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3. అడ్డు వరుసలను నిలువు వరుసలుగా రాయాలి, అదే ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ వ్యత్యయం. సో దిస్ ఇస్ A and this is A dash. Then addition, 2 plus 2, 4, 2 plus 2, minus 4 plus minus 5, minus 5 plus minus 4, 3 plus 3, corresponding elements. Next 4 minus 9 minus 9, 6. So this is A plus A dash, A plus A dash. So now A into A dash, A into A dash, 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3, 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3, 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3. A dash, 2 minus 4 minus 5, 3. This is A dash. Multiplication. We know multiplication, the method. Taking the rows of first matrix and columns in second matrix, R1, R2, 2 rows are there, C1, C2, 2 columns. So multiplying R1 with C1, 2 into 2, 4, minus 4 into minus 4, 16. Next R1 into C2, 2 into minus 5, minus 10, minus 4 into 3, minus 12. Next R2 into C1, minus 5 into 2, minus 10, 3 into minus 4, minus 12. R2 into C2, minus 5 into minus 5, plus 25, 3 into 3, 9. So this is multiplication, guninchadam. Now simplifying, 4 plus 16, 20, minus 10 minus 12, minus 22, minus 10 minus 12, minus 22, 25 plus 9, 35. 4. So this is A into A dash. So very simple problem. And now let us take up one more problem from the textbook. These are all small, short, very short questions. If A is equal to -1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6, 3x7. So 3 by 3 square matrix is a symmetric matrix. If A is a symmetric matrix, సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక అయితే, then find x. Then find x value. Very simple problem. Now the given matrix is symmetric matrix. If A is symmetric, if A is symmetric, matrix, this implies A dash is equal to A. This is the definition. A dash is equal to A. This is the definition of symmetric matrix. Now, taking this condition, A dash, what is A dash? A transpose. So interchange rows into columns, you will get A dash. -1, 2, 3 is a row. I am writing it as column. -1, 2, 3. 2, 5, 6, second row. I am converting it as second column. 2, 5, 6. 3x7, third row will become third column. 3x7. So this is A dash, that is equal to A. -1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6, 3x7. So we get this one. These two matrices equal. A dash is equal to A if A is symmetric. When two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements are also equal. So here the x is corresponding to 6. You can take these two are equal. Otherwise, you can take this also. These two also corresponding elements. So either way you can take x value. You will get x is equal to 6. So when the two matrices are equal, their corresponding elements also are equal. అనురూప మూలకాలు సమానం కాబట్టి we get x value as 6. X is equal to 6. ఇవి రెండైనా సమానం చేయొచ్చు, ఇవి రెండైనా సమానం చేయొచ్చు. సో వెరీ ఈజీ, సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్. It came so many times in the exam as 2 marks. Next question. If A is equal to 0 to 1, -2, 0, -2, -1 x 0. So this is A is a skew symmetric matrix, is a Vakra Saustromatrika, skew symmetric matrix if this A is skew symmetric matrix, then find x value. Almost similar to the previous problem, but the condition is in that symmetric, here it is symmetric. Procedure same. If A is skew symmetric matrix, this implies A transpose is equal to minus A. This is the condition for skew symmetry. A transpose is equal to minus A. So using this implies A transpose should be equal to minus A. What is A transpose? Interchanging the rows into columns, you will get A transpose. 0 to 1 will become first column. 0 to 1. Second row becomes second column. -2, 0, -2. -2, 0, -2. Third row, -1 x 0 becomes third column. Changing rows into columns, -1 x 0. So this is A complement, A dash. This should be equal to minus A, minus of A given matrix 0 to 1, -2, 0, -2, -1 x 0, -1 x 0. So skew symmetric, the only difference is minus A dash is equal to minus A. So multiplying all the elements inside with minus, next multiplying all the elements, this is as it is, left side as it is, no change. Right side multiplying the all the elements with minus, the sign changes, 0 becomes 0 only, 2 minus 2, 1 minus 1, -2 becomes +2, 0 no change, -2 becomes +2, -1 becomes +1, x becomes minus x, and 0 becomes 0 only, no change, 0. If you multiply 0 with minus, it will not change. Now these two are equal, corresponding elements, equating the corresponding elements, equating, when two matrices are equal, their corresponding elements are also equal, equating the corresponding elements, అనురూప మూలకాలను సమానం చేస్తున్నాం. ఎలిమెంట్స్ అనురూప మూలకాలు, we want x value. Now taking this x and the corresponding element in right side is 2. So equating these 2 will get x value. Otherwise 2 minus 2 is corresponding to minus x. If you equate this 2 also, you will get x value as 2. Minus 2 is equal to minus x, x is equal to plus 2, or x is equal to direct. If you take this one, x is equal to 2. So we get the answer, the x value as 2. So x value is 2. So now let us, very simple problems. Now let us take up one more problem from the textbook. If this is Roman 2, first problem. If A is equal to cos alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha, this is matrix A. Show that A into A dash, A into A dash is equal to A dash into A is equal to I2, that is identity matrix. A అనేది ఈ విధంగా ఉన్నప్పుడు A into A dash into A I2 అని చూపాలి. Now let us find first one. Let us find A into A dash. So what is A? Cos alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha. This is given matrix A and multiplied by A dash. What is A dash? Convert rows into columns. Cos alpha sin alpha is a row. I am writing as column. So cos alpha sin alpha. And second row minus sin alpha cos alpha as second column. Minus sin alpha cos alpha. So this is A dash. Now multiplication. Rows into column, we know. Take the row and columns in second one. So R1, R2, two rows are there. C1, C2, two columns. So multiplying R1 into C1, cos alpha, that is cos square alpha, plus sin alpha into sin alpha, that is sin square alpha. Now R1 into C2, cos alpha into minus sin alpha, that is minus cos alpha sin alpha. Sin alpha into cos alpha. Sin alpha cos alpha or cos alpha sin alpha, both are same. Next R2 into C1. So minus sin alpha into cos alpha. Minus sin alpha into cos alpha. Cos alpha into sin alpha. Cos alpha into sin alpha. Next R2 into C2. minus sin alpha into minus sin alpha, minus minus will become plus, sin into sin square alpha. Cos alpha into cos alpha, cos square alpha. So this is the multiplication. So these two are equal and minus will get cancelled. ఇవి రెండు సమానంగా ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి will get cancelled. These two things will become 0. And since sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So using this formula, so the first element cos square plus sin square is also becomes 1, and this is 0, this is 0, and this is 1. So 1 0 0 1, that is identity matrix of order 2 I2. Therefore what we get, A into A dash is equal to I2. Let us name it as first equation. Now we have to prove A dash into A also I2. Now let us find A dash into A. What is A dash? Cos alpha sin alpha, cos alpha sin alpha, minus sin alpha cos alpha, minus sin alpha cos alpha. This is A dash, and multiply with A, cos alpha sin alpha, minus sin alpha cos alpha. This is A. So multiply A dash with A. We know multiplication rows into columns. Here first row, second row, first column, second column. Now cos alpha into cos alpha, cos square alpha, minus sin alpha, minus sin alpha, minus minus plus, you will get sin square alpha. Next R1 into C2, cos alpha sin alpha, plus minus sin alpha cos alpha, minus sin alpha cos alpha. R2 into C1, sin alpha cos alpha, sin alpha cos alpha, plus cos alpha into minus sin alpha, minus cos alpha sin alpha. R2 into C2, sin alpha sin square alpha, cos alpha cos square alpha. So this is the multiplication. Now these two are equal, will get cancelled, and this 2 becomes 1. We know cos square plus sin square or sin square plus cos square is 1. So this is also identity matrix, Tasama Matrika. Therefore here also A dash into A is also I2. So let us name it as 2. So by 1 and 2, both equations, we can write A into A dash or A dash into A, that is equal to I2. This is hence proved. So now let us take one more problem from the textbook. Fourth one. Fourth one. For any square matrix, square matrix ఏదైనా చతురస్ర మాత్రిక A, show that A dash, A into A dash is symmetric matrix, is symmetric. సౌష్టవ మాత్రిక అని చూపాలి. Symmetric matrix. So what is symmetric? A dash is equal to A, then A is symmetric. So using that property, now let us take, so this is, let us take this dash. We have to prove this is equal to A dash, then it becomes a symmetric matrix. If A dash is equal to A is symmetric. So now if this is the given matrix, this dash is equal to this one, this is symmetric. So దీని డాష్ దీనికి సమానం అని చూపిస్తే సరిపోతుంది. So A dash whole dash is equal to, so this is second matrix dash into first matrix dash. So you remember the properties of symmetry, properties of transpose. If AB whole dash is equal to B dash into A, so using this property, here B, second matrix comes first, and B dash into A dash. So using this property we are writing, and A double dash is A, this is A dash. Since this is also a property of transpose, A double dash is equal to A only. So now A dash whole dash is equal to A into A dash. That means this implies A dash is a symmetric matrix, since if A dash is equal to A, this is the definition of symmetry. A dash A అయితే A symmetry. సో దేనికి డాష్ మళ్ళీ అదే వస్తుందో అది సిమెట్రిక్ అన్నట్టు. ఇప్పుడు A ఇంటూ A డాష్ A ఇంటూ A డాష్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి దట్ ఈస్ సిమెట్రిక్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో వెరీ సింపుల్. If you want to prove B is a symmetric matrix, so you have to prove B dash is equal to B, then B is symmetric. C dash is equal to C, C is symmetric. In AB, how do you prove AB symmetric? So AB whole dash is equal to AB, then AB is a symmetric matrix. So in that way, this given A dash matrix is symmetric. So this is the very important concept in this chapter. Transpose and symmetry, skew symmetry, and some properties based on that, and problems we did from the text. So you practice some other extra problems from the textbook. Solved problems are there. You can practice them from the text. Next, it will be easy for you to follow the chapter. It is one of the easy chapters in your textbook, and you will get full marks from this chapter. So you thoroughly practice and prepare your notes. So thank you. Thank you for watching. I conclude this session now. Thank you.